Welcome to Shyzabox, here's your host. Oh yeah, whoa, oh, hey, slow down, calm down, oh, hey everybody, whoa, girl, whoa, sody pony, calm down, oh, and the horse you rode in on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one, welcome all, welcome to Shyzabox. We have got a show for you today. No, you don't. Yes, we do. Oh, you got me again, you bastard. Yeah, that's right. We have got a show for you today. I usually say we've got a great show for you. Oh, you got me good. Ha! Well, we're not going to say that because we know what people are getting. Yeah, free shit. You get what you pay for. Ho, ho, ho. That's right. Anyhow, we've got a show for you today, and get out of here, monkey. Anyhow, it is about everyone's pretty much favorite pastime, obviously. We read the description. Fuck. Damn those clues that give it away. Alright, we're talking about Lego games. Fantastic. But before we get into our Lego games, as everyone who knows how it goes when you get just totally entranced into one of those things, into the story and everything like that, we don't want to be neglectful of all these great tips and tricks we've been getting to help our pet Concord to grow and thrive and stuff like that. So, we just got to check in on our pet Concord real quick. We got him in the aquarium here. Hey, pet Concord. Recently became a mother, too. All right, hold on. Hey, pet Concord. Oh, feisty today. It's almost like he wants to play. Our pet Concord's in there, but it is time to feed our pet Concord, and, well, I mean, perfect time for you to be here. Recently, we've been introducing him to a Atari-only diet, and this has really seemed to pay off in droves as the larger aquarium hasn't really brought it into that playing sphere, so we've been adding an Atari diet, and seeing if that'll kick him off, and, hey, guy, oh, you hungry? See if that'll kick him off into getting a little more playful. Oh, anyhow, we just didn't want to neglect our pet Concord. Sorry. Where were we? Ah, yes, Lego games. Where do you want to start with them? Well, let's go back behind the curtain where the sausage is made and roughly start it somewhere near kind of the beginning almost. Oh, all right, look out. Oh, sick. Sorry, look away for a minute. Oh, always around Joey's milk. Oh, double up. Oh, get out of here, you bastards. All right. Oh, sick. Okay, so, roughly around near where it all began, not Harry Potter, but Lego games, right? This is a nice, foily, awesome one because, well, it's the collector's edition that came with Lego magnets that may or may not be on our mom's fridge upstairs, okay? That's for us to go look for later. Where the fuck did we put those things? It doesn't matter. Oh, come on. Lego games, they're alright. Let's end the show. Shut up, monkey. We gotta do the show before we end it. No, you don't. Please don't. Lego games have been out for a while. You might be telling yourself, like, did they come out on the PS2 first? Were they out on other stuff before then? And we could be sitting here all day researching that stuff for you, but because you have not paid us to do that research, who cares? They've been out since at least PS3, obviously. Probably PS2, maybe, alright? But they've definitely been out since PS3. But let's not talk about when they came out, mainly because we didn't research that fact for you. Let's talk about how they have progressed and gotten to the point that they, in essence, are kind of pretty much at now, in the present, and where they potentially could go in the future. I don't know, we might touch on that, we might not, who cares? We'll see if we hit that time threshold and just dip out on you fast. I mean, don't worry about it, we would never do that. They've been out for a while, and they have done nothing except progress in their, I guess, what's the way to say it? Their compatibility and their interactivity amongst the player and what they have their expectations for. They have perfected their puzzle dynamic, their character switching dynamic, their unlockable dynamic, their loot, little coin collecting, little Lego piece collecting. Blue ones are worth 10 or whatever, and yellow ones and red ones, whatever. They have perfected what they present to the gamer to such a degree that now it's just like cranking out any easy bake oven recipe, which we've never done, so ironically, they might not be that easy to bake. But what has been harder to bake about them is the additional offerings that they have brought over the years, all right? So, you got your earlier iterations, man. You got your a little later iterations that came out and such, or maybe this one came out after. Again, you know, we didn't put that much forethought into this. We don't know what you expected. I mean, you know. This one, Lego Lord of the Rings is not good. Oh, Shyzabox, you're going to rattle some chains. By telling people Lego Lord of the Rings is not good, we will rattle those chains. Oh, you really shouldn't. Oh, wait, Lord of the Rings Lego? Yeah, that shit sucks. Oh, thank you. I didn't mean to rattle no chains, but yes. While it has progressed a little bit from earlier offerings and iterations and stuff like that, there can still be hiccups in the formula that make it feel a little lackluster in its presentation. Maybe it has to do with what device or, iteration you play it on. However, for the most part, that has no bearing in its playability. You could even have bigger iterations and versions on the Switch of the same kind of, game. You could do Lego Worlds on the Series X and still crash it, depending on what you're building, doing in the game. Same way you would already crash it on Switch. Now, maybe it happens sooner than later, depending on what you're doing in the game and things of that nature. But the point is that from what the initial offerings were that Lego games had presented to the player base and brought to the table, they have exponentially increased upon it and made it inherently better. The sound, the audio, the puzzles, the gameplay, the unlockables, the collection of materials, the building elements. Yes, they had it pretty baseline, but they improved upon it in so many ways. They made the unlockables a little more in-depth. They allowed you to customize your character as far as interchangeable tops, bottoms, heads, hats, hairs, whatever. Every iteration, from the Lego Star Wars to the Lego Worlds to the Lego Undercity cover to the Marvel Lego to the Lego Marvel. Oh, this one's from GameStop. It was not $20 when we bought it. I think it was buy two, get one free. But it probably was $20 when we bought it. But it would have been buy two, get one free, so like $15 or something. I don't know. It was worth it. Because we loved playing as some superheroes. We loved being able to go around in a universe and play a game in a universe, whether Lego crafted it or not, and be some of our most favorite characters. Have massive unlockables for some of our most favorite characters. Lego Avengers came out. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. It increased and got better and better with the same tried and true formula. But let's look at how they perfected and increased it more. Here is, this is going to be a little conjecture on our part, okay? A lot of, liberties taken with how we present it to you. All ones of you, the viewer, okay? Who accidentally stumbled across this when we forwarded them the link. here's a reenactment of how the Lego Marvel games decided to progress their tried and true formula across the board. Okay, now this is going to be back in their earlier iterations in one of their, overseas phone calls with, Lego representative for, I don't know, some studio. It might not have even been overseas. It doesn't matter. Okay, maybe it was over state lines. Okay, long distance phone call. We will present it for you now. So, it's like, oh shit, man, I guess we got to check in with Lego corporate video game headquarters and, come up with some shit for, how to make the next iterations of the games bigger and better. Still adhering to our tried and true formula and dynamic. Let's go ahead and call those dudes. All right, so they call, and then you got Lego headquarters there and stuff, and, they're probably sitting there playing, their most favorite versions of Lego games, and so they're like, oh, who's calling us? Hello, this is Lego headquarters. What do you want? We are busy. Yes, sir, we had a meeting today about the future of Lego and their continued success. Ah, yes, we were joking. Unbuild that with Lego blocks. I'm sorry? Do not worry about it. Now, what we need you to do is give us ideas for better gameage. I'm sorry, what? Yes. You say what? Like we're supposed to understand what you're saying. This is making no sense. I'm gonna need like a whole voice on it. Add voices to the game instead of blah 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 blah. What? I'm sorry, this is not professional at all. I have no idea what you're saying. Excellent! We will be saying what we will from now on because you could not understand what we were saying. We get it now. This was not your idea, it was ours! What the Hello? Hello? Hey dudes! I don't know what just happened, but we're either fired or those bastards ripped off our idea of having characters, say stuff. And scene. Okay, so again, a lot of liberties, mondo conjecture on our part, okay, taken as far as how Lego games and the studios who make them decided to progress them, into the future, which is now the present and, past, of the progression of these games. Having the characters use voices. Having voice talent use voices to voice the characters. It made it that much more immersive, that much more storytelling, that much more enthralling, and it did nothing except make the series that much more better. To where now you have open world games. You have games with some favorite intellectual properties and things of that. Even if Lord of the Rings Lego sucks and we don't like it. If you're a huge Lord of the Rings fan and you don't have all of the games that are way better than this one in that universe, well, here's an option for you. It's fucking Lego, but you get to run around. You can be Legoless or something, or whatever, or the wizardy guy, little hobby guy, Golem. I don't know. Can you be Golem? We probably didn't play it as much as we should have. We just didn't enjoy it. The point is that whatever version or iteration of Lego that you want to have, experience, play, or anything like that, there is so much to it. And from where it was and where it came from to where it is now and where it's presumably going in the future, with the dropping of titles and things of that nature, all right? The tried and true formula remains intact, and they really can't botch it too much on top of making games that just inherently don't work, all right? Now, this one works, but, we work too, okay? Like, you know, you didn't do that fucking research. We weren't fucking paid. This is pro bono. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, fuck that work. Exactly. The point is that the games are there. The creativity is there. Sometimes you might have to progress through some story arcs or storytelling to unlock the characters you may or may not want, or to get some free roam. But generally speaking, if you are a fan of the intellectual property with which you are playing a Lego game for, you usually won't have too much of an issue with doing that. Now, as far as the repetition on the Lego games, inherently that does kind of ring tried and true. They're fun, they are playable, they have all the great things about them, but it's kind of the same thing, you know, just with a different coat of paint on it. Now, that's not a bad thing when they are all as playable as the Lego games are, okay? But it does get to the point where there is a little bit of an oversaturation with what is in the offerings that Lego brings to the table. And for anyone that just follows a intellectual property, all right, such as, say you're a huge Joker fan and you wanted to do Lego Marvel villains and things of that nature, all right, that's again another option for you with which to not necessarily be the Joker the entire time while you're playing that game or anything like that, but, you know, he's in it, okay? The point is that the games are there. They're all playable. The ones that's come out from earlier iterations, okay, the ones that have come out from those have exponentially improved. Sound quality, puzzle quality, collectability, you know, as far as the overall amount, okay? The storytelling, the voice acting, the graphics, okay? Everything about it has exponentially improved, all whilst maintaining its still just common basic Lego playability. So, however you want to stack the bricks up, here's one. You know, we could build a whole Lego wall. Amazing. Be fun. We loves us some Lego, man. And we got a lot of digital ones too. And maybe with the market being oversaturated with them, that's what leads to them all being on sale. We don't think we paid full price for any of these, okay? So, you know, pretty rad. There you go. They're all on sale one way, shape, or form. I don't know. What we do know is that we pretty much are done doing any sort of work today, albeit whatever it constitutes as. We're done. So we don't need your subscription. We really do kind of need your money. So downvote the shit out of this and give us a buck. As for where you're standing, you're beginning to leave footprints on our grass. Get off our lawn!